first time I've ever gone live, and I pulled up Rumble, and it didn't say I automatically had one person watching. There it is. That is weird. There it is. It always says one person watching. Okay, let's see. There, that goes there.
Brap all day.
Hey, Brap, what's up?
Good morning.
Hey, Sean, what's up?
Sean de Secret Orca. Cheers, nay.
Sean, I noticed you haven't been coming to my
Josh
shows
G.
lately, or Josh
Good
G.
morning.
Haven't seen you guys
Not
at shows at all lately.
Aaronide.
So allow me to.
What's up, nay?
Allow me to just offer you, hey Aaron, you too, a little advice to you guys that I know you guys want to see the show, and I know that you guys are not intentionally missing the show. I know that, and I know if you know that I'm live, you'll come to the show. So I'm going to tell you this, and I want all of you to listen, okay? Go to Twitter, follow at Nays Garden Show, turn the notifications on for Twitter on your phone, okay? Then if YouTube screws me like it always does, and it doesn't send out notifications to my 25,000 subscribers like it should, and it refuses to do it, Twitter will tell you. Follow me on Twitter at Nays Garden Show. That's the channel that puts out a notification as well. And then you guys won't miss, 4 days worth of shows because YouTube's not sending you out notifications. I'm also at Nays Garden, and you should be following me and retweeting me over there. But for those of you that are missing the shows, and it's a lot of you, it's because you're only following me on one YouTube channel. It's very frustrating. And I know that you guys are not following me across all my channels. I know you guys are not following me on all my Facebooks. I know you're not following me on Twitter and Twitch and DLive and all that. I know you're not. Because if you were, you'd be here.
I only miss the late show, but I can't always chat while working or driving, so sometimes you don't know I'm here.
Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. But I'm talking to everybody, not just you, Aaron. I'm talking to everybody that's been missing my shows for the last few days. There's no excuse. And if you want to be proactive and not lazy and make it to these shows, it's on you, man. It's not on me. I've done everything that I could do to let you guys know when I go live. I've opened the door. You guys need to walk through the fucking door, okay? Go to Twitter, follow at Nays Garden Show. You'll get the notification. Go to Facebook, follow all 6 Ben Shader channels. Follow all 6 of the Nays Garden channels that go live. Follow me on Twitch. Follow me on DLive. Follow me on Rumble. Follow me on Odyssey. Turn the notifications on for everything, and you guys will know when I go live. Okay? I'm sorry to have to open up the show with blasting my audience, but you guys obviously need a lesson in learning how to know when I go live. So there it is. There's the crash course. I can't believe I have to tell you guys this, but if you're missing my shows for days on end, there's a problem. Especially when I'm used to seeing you here every freaking show. And then the last, 10 shows, I haven't seen most of you. And I know why. And it's not your fault, because you're used to certain accommodations. You're used to getting a ding on your phone. I can't promise you that YouTube is going to send you those notifications. And I don't know how many times I have to tell you this until my fucking lips fall off my face. Until you're actually going to understand that you're going to have to follow me across multiple platforms in order to get those notifications. But this show desperately needs you to do that. So consider it. I know a lot of you have just flat out refused to join me on Twitter, join me on Rumble, join me on all these other. But one day when you're just sitting there on your ass and you got nothing to do, say, hey man, I'm going to go check out all those other places that Nate told me to go so I'll know when he goes live. And I'll be supportive. Instead of him going live and having 3 viewers. Well, right now I got 10 viewers, and I appreciate the double digits. I do. It means a lot. But there should be 800 people here the second I go live.
Sean de Secret Orca. Sorry, my GF's brother passed away, so missed some shows.
Right on, Sean. Good
Josh
excuse.
G.
Good excuse.
I've been working in this FD up job site on a marine training base this week.
Coming in.
No phones allowed during the time I'm on base on my way back to VA, now listening live.
Okay, good. Welcome back, man. It's like a giant black hole of missing my show just opened up for the last 10 days. I don't know why. But I've been sitting here struggling, wondering, because the show was blowing up, and then all of a sudden everyone just stopped showing up. And I'm like, man, I did a 5-hour show, I did a 3-hour show, and those help. Those get the people in when I go long. And I'll tell you why. because you don't get the notification, but you might look at your app and go, oh, he's live. Or you might just get the itch and go, I wonder if Nate's live. And if I'm live for 5 hours, chances are you're going to stumble into the show. And that's how I ended up, corralling everybody for those couple of shows, was just staying on. I don't want to stay. My voice goes, I lose my ability to talk if I'm live for 5 hours. So I really need you guys to, if you want to see the show, I need you guys to follow me across all the channels. Turn those notifications on. Check your phones and make sure you haven't turned notifications off. One day you were sleeping, a notification went off, and you just shut all notifications off on your phone, and then you forgot to turn them back on again. Happened to me a lot back in the day, and I'd be like so pissed. I'm like, why aren't I getting notifications? Oh, that's right, I turned off my phone notifications. Yeah, I turned them all off. Notifications off. Turned them all off, so I wasn't getting messages.
Francesco Moro. Ehela wasupne.
Hey, Francesco, what's up, buddy?
Lee Spainer. I never shut your notifies off.
Good, Lee. Good. That's good, man. Thank you for not shutting off my notifications. I appreciate that a lot. It's not just my notifications. It's a blanket. Like, you'll just turn notifications off on your phone, and then all notifications are off. I get it. Like I said, I've done it many times before, and I've learned. But also, if I had a normal show with a normal algorithm that was getting all the viewers notified every time I went live, I wouldn't have to have this conversation with my audience. And it's pathetic because they paint me into this corner, and I have to be the asshole. And then people hate me for it. They're like, why? Dude, we just came to your show. We want to get high and relax. Why are you screaming at us? We're here. It's a catch-22. And if I don't scream at people, they're not going to remember the next time that they're sitting there looking at the phone going like this, going, oh, maybe Nate's Garden is live. Because I didn't scream at them and make a point to remind them. I don't know what else to do, man. Come up with some kind of a fucking Pavlov, ding, ding, ding response or something. I don't know. I don't know what I got to do. Top of the hour is pretty good. I think top of the hour is pretty good. People look at their clock and say, oh, it's top of the hour.
On the laptop.
I wonder how many of you ever look at your clock and say, oh, it's top of the hour. I wonder if Dave's smoking right now.
Phone.
Oh, you're always on your laptop. See, I need more people like you, bro, that are on their computers. The phones are a bitch. People only see me and I'm this big. And my majority of viewers, I'm sure, are watching on their phones. Their phones die.
Aaronide. I listen to a little bit of Rogan in the morning before you go live. Once you do, I turn the right off and listen to you. Morning routine.
Thanks, Aaron. Thank you. That's nice, man. You choose me over Rogan. That's cool. I don't listen to Joe Rogan anymore. I don't watch his show. I don't tune into his podcasts. If there's a segment, I might see it, but it's been a while. He's just really turned me off. He platforms too many dummies. And I wanted to finish watching something. I guess I'm kind of sick of fucking pointing the finger at people and saying, haha, I caught you.
Lee Spainer. Wouldn't listen to Rogan on penalty of death. Aaronide. Too many dummies. What a perfect way to explain the show anymore.
Anytime you have someone on a show that claims that they've worked with UFOs.
Sipping on some kofef, enjoying Nate's Garden.
Shut up. Nobody's worked on any fucking UFOs, dude. There's no aliens. There's no UFOs. We are a goddamn... for lack of a better word, we're a fucking science experiment gone wacky haywire. That's what humanity is. And for people to think that this is going on somewhere else close enough for them to just come pay us visits and spy on us because they got nothing better to do on their planet but to come to our planet and see what we got going on. You're a narcissistic cunt. Fuck you, Joe Rogan, and every fucking moron that you've ever platformed on that stupid fucking podcast of yours. Fuck you all. I'm so sick of your bullshit. Oh, I worked on alien ships, and I worked... Oh, it wasn't Area 50. It wasn't Area 41. It was Area 42.
Too many DMT trips.
It wasn't Area
Lease
50.
Feiner.
It wasn't Area 51.
I believe there are other
I was in Area
civilizations,
52.
but just on another
You
timetable
don't know
and
about
not
that
ours.
area. I looked through a window and saw an alien laying on a table on a gurney. I saw it with my own eyes, so I know it's true. And I worked on gravity drives. We had one. We were able to activate it. We were using it. I can't tell you everything about it, but we had a gravity drive that we took out of a spaceship. Joe Rogan. Oh, really? Wow. Tell me more about how they faked the moon landing. Fucking cut-face Joe. Anyway. You believe who you want to believe, you watch who you want to watch. Just know you're going to get the fucking realest down-to-earth shit here before it happens anywhere else. So if you're here and you found yourself here to my show, then you're watching the right guy.
Montrose.
Even if you disagree with everything I said,
Naj Shebyaj.
You're still watching the right show.
What is your top 5 strains? Naj Shebyaj. Strains. Billy Ballantyne. Morning. Joe Rogan asked Forrest Gallant this question: what's an Indian elephant look like? Is it similar to an elephant? I reeled it and made $100. LOL. Thanks, Joe. The dumber he is, the richer I'll get.
I don't get it, Billy, but okay.
Aaron-eyed. I didn't mean to get you upset if I did.
Oh no, Aaron, I love you, but I love you completely. Don't. What do you mean you got me upset? I don't even know what you're talking about. You said you fucking watch me. Oh, because I screamed out Joe Rogan? No, it's okay, man. It's okay. I'm just having fun. What's my top 5 strains? People usually ask me what's my favorite strain, and I gotta tell you, that's the best fucking question I've ever got. What's your 5 top? That's way better than what's your
Billy
favorite.
Ballantyne.
Because I don't have a favorite.
Bro,
Cannabis
he
is
asked
too
what
great.
an elephant looked like.
He asked what an elephant
D.
looked
Robin.
like.
Good morning to all.
What's
Cheers.
an Indian elephant look like? Is it similar to an elephant? Oh. You reeled it and made $100. Oh, you reeled it. I got you. You put it on a reel. Oh, I got you. You posted Joe Rogan saying it. Okay. That's what I didn't understand. I got you. Thank you for explaining that. What's an Indian elephant look like? Did you answer him and say an elephant? In the reel? You made $100 on TikTok, bro? Or is that YouTube? I don't even know. Let me know. Anyhow, my 5 top favorite strains. It's a great question. Let's go with these. Jack Herer. Not in any particular order. Blueberry. Candy Kush. Cherry Pie. Did I say OG Kush? Jack Herer, Cherry Pie, OG Kush. Oh. Candy Kush was so goddamn good. Cherry Pie, Candy Kush, Blueberry. So I'm gonna go with Candy Kush and Cherry Pie. Right? Candy Kush, OG Kush, Cherry Pie, Blueberry, Jack Herer. There you go. That's my 5.
Naj Shebyaj. Nice.
And now I will smoke some Gorilla Glue. No law regarding cannabis.
Aaron-eyed.
Cheers to you for a great question,
Nate,
Naj.
have you ever had golden
Great
goat?
question. Have I ever had golden goat? No, I've never even heard of it.
Billy Ballantyne. Instom. China won't pay me yet. I'm about to dumb click clack anyway. It's just Vikings, hookers, and silly terms. Shonda Secret Orca. Noise.
Noise. And me, baby. Woo! Was really, really good.
Naj Shebyaj. I'm 29 right now. What advice would you give yourself at this age if you could go back to the future?
I wouldn't want to change a thing, man. I mean, I went through hell, but it made me what I am. I had this motorcycle accident. I go back and warn myself about getting in the motorcycle accident, save myself all of the trauma and pain. But you know what?
Aranide.
That led me
Golden
on
goat
the
is a
path to
medicinal
get me to
strain
where
up
I
here
am
in
today.
PA, relatively new, but it's become
And I like
one of
where
my
I am
top
today,
finds
so
within the last year.
I would just pass by and wave and smile and say, just keep doing you, bro. You know? And make sure not to touch me because, you know, matter and all that stuff. Oh, matter, the same kind can't occupy the same place at the same time, you know. I did some studies regarding it while I was studying Adolf Hitler, you know, and time travel, you know. There,
Edwin
bucko.
Sparks, 420. LOL. Shonda Secret Orca. Hey, Nate, I completely quit tobacco.
That's the greatest news of the day right there. We should smoke cannabis in celebration of that. Yeah. Little OG Kush.
Joel Froggy. I need some triage oil for my feet. Deadpool.
Make some, bro.
Hey, Nay.
Hey, Deadpool. Hey, man, look at all these old schoolers coming in. Because notifications went out. I wonder, man, wouldn't it be nice to have transparency in algorithms? We should start a bill called the Transparency in Algorithms Act.
Shonda Secret Orca.
Let's see how much support that can get. I'm going to
Good
stop my
idea,
bong
Nay.
rip to write this really quick.
The Cannabis Connoisseur. Good morning, everyone. Deadpool. You have come a long way, mate, from when you started Cheers. The Cannabis Connoisseur. Happy Friday.
Okay, please support my bill, the Transparency in Algorithms Act. It's pretty self-explanatory. All algorithms would be made public. What do you think? Is this worth a retweet? What do you guys think? There, I'll pin it to my profile at Nays Garden, make it easy to find.
Deadpool. Yes.
9 years. 9 times. It already got 2 likes. Hey, now that's freaking activity. All right, let's finish what we started. That was
Billy
quick. I wrote a
Valentine.
tweet really quick.
I used that fan you have there to reproduce an Industrial Revolution piece. I painted it copper, stuck it on a brass microphone stand, and added an Acme plaque over the factory name in the center. $400.
That's cool, dude. $400. Thanks for the retweet. So I don't even really need to pontificate on this too much, do I, guys? It's so simple. The Transparency in Algorithms Act would be a bill that makes all algorithms public. That's it. No more private algorithms. That's it. That's all. Every freaking algorithm, everywhere. I don't care if it's AI, automated driving, freaking social media controlling channels or whatever. It's got to be public so we can decide who we want to rule over us, which algorithms we want to abide by. We get to read them ourselves. Does anybody else feel strongly about that like I do? Because algorithms have destroyed my life. You remember how great it was when I started this channel, those of you that were here? And it just blew up and it was amazing and it was like a frickin' party.
Deadpool.
Deadpool.
Read it.
Thank you for the retweet. All three of you that have retweeted that so far. Thank you. I mean,
The Cannabis Connoisseur. What strain are you smoking this morning, Nay?
I'm wondering when the algorithms are going to kick in on Rumble, you know? Today, it's right now OG Kush. I just smoked some Gorilla Glue. And now I'm going to smoke some OG Kush. I got this handy little lucite shelf for a desktop. It's got a little business card holder in it and stuff. Or notepads. And I flipped it upside down, and it's like a little cart now, where I can keep all my stuff and display my cannabis. I love shit like that. You know, and I just found that in a closet. In that closet right there.
Liked as well.
Thank you for liking and retweeting it, Deadpool. It's so hard to ask people to click 2 buttons, let alone 1.
The Cannabis Connoisseur.
You know, it's like, dude, can you like it and retweet it and leave a comment?
Is tasty.
Here, let me get rid of the video noise. Noise. Let me get rid of the noise. Are you ready? 3, 2,
Deadpool.
1. Noiseless.
Yeah, it was funny times.
Hey, we got rid of the noise. All right. Yeah, Jim Jams, no law regarding cannabis. Cheers to you. Cheers, Deadpool, Cannabis Connoisseur, and everyone that's in the sphere. Cheers.
Deadpool. Loved your shows back in the day.
Yeah.
Are you screaming at me?
It was just a great group of people. Is that? I gotta get a headphone, man. I'm sorry, Mac. Or better yet, a laptop. What do you think? Oh my god. The audio is horrible. I know I hear the videos afterwards, what I sound like. It's awful.
You sound fine.
Billy Valentine.
It just sounds echoey.
If I had a time machine, I'd go to 2007
bro,
and prevent
I think
Google
it's just the
from
way
annexing
you talk.
YouTube.
It's like you seem like
This would keep the ad money platform
start to talk,
that
then you
Steve Chen
stop.
intended,
It's like you
and we'd
start
both be
and then
very,
you kinda
very,
back
very well
off.
off today.
Just say it, man. Just use your words, bro. Just say the words like Cyber does. Listen, bro.
Cyber's got a little bit more.
He's got a way with words, doesn't he?
I'm not talking like him to you. Fuck that. No way. No, I'm not.
Cyber
I'm not
is
stupid.
a freaking firecracker, bro. You light that fuse, and you better step away.
Yep. Oh man, I remember back in the chat days too. It was the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, he's quiet for a while,
What?
and then if once he wants to engage somebody,
He does.
fasten your seatbelts.
I
So
think the reason I back off is because of the text to speech thing. I don't want to because sometimes there's delays and shit like that. So yeah, I don't want to over speak somebody else.
well, this is the thing. You say what you got to say, and just like a machine gun, just spit the words out like bullets. And the second you hear that thing, just stop talking.
Right. Fair enough.
Let it finish. When it's done, wait and see if it's going to say somebody else's name. Like there might be a second one. And if it doesn't, boom, fire off them bullets. Bah, 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 bah. That's what I do. I've got the benefit of seeing the thing pop up before it says it.
Oh, true.
So I can see. I've got that visual cue, so I know when to stop talking. I try to, because I know if somebody's watching the podcast and that thing is
Billy Ballantyne. Cyber reminded Floki very much. You want to see a character that seems like it's designed around Cyber? Watch Vikings and wait for Floki the shipmaker. Same guy.
okay, but see,
Deadpool.
you're
It's Nathan just on YouTube for a change.
you were talking over him when he was talking. You were doing it. You literally did it. When you heard he was reading out and you started talking out loud. So this is what I do. I'm totally dead silent while that thing is, when you're talking, Cyber's talking, or that thing is talking, I totally stop so you guys, or that thing can say what it needs to say. Because if I'm talking at the same time, you're not going to hear anything. No one's going to understand. That's what I was going to try to say is people that watch the podcast, they're going to listen to it and be like, dude, I can't hear anything right now. Because it's all being said at the same time. So, let's get into this story. Republican Governor Glenn, I said Glenn, it's Glenn Youngkin wants your menstrual cycle history. And that should set off some alarm bells for men and women, for everyone. I want to be fully encompassing here. Think about it. Do you know a woman? Do you know women? If you're a man, you know women? Alright, do you care what their fucking menstrual cycle is? Think about it. Do you ask them? Do you want to know? Glenn Youngkin thinks the fucking police should know. They want to go after women on every level. And this is just one, we say they do this.
Billy Ballantyne.
They take a right away.
I want menstrual cycle schedules too. That would prevent a lot of rejection.
They take a right away, and then they take, then everybody's silent about it. And we warn you, dude, they're not going to stop at that. They're going to take more and more and more and more away. You have to fight the first right that they take away from you. The Roe v. Wade, when that was going down, we should have put an end to it. Boom. When we didn't. We should have held Barack Obama's feet to the fire, and we didn't. We didn't force him as constituents to do what he promised he was going to do. We sat there with little cuck mouths and watched Barack Obama go through 8 years and not protect women's rights. Now, they're going to go after your menstrual cycles. And you know what? I didn't realize I misspelled Glenn Youngkin's name. It's really bothering me, so I'm going to go change my titles really quick here. Because I think I have the ability to do that. I mean, I got the double N part right. but I got the goddamn vowel wrong. I mean, what the fuck is wrong with me? Hey, look at this. It says Glenn. Refresh the page and you'll see it too. Hey, that makes me feel a lot better. Hey, look at that face right there. Who's that guy? Where's the number? Look at all the people. Look at this big number here. Look at this giant number coming. Ooh, Rumble. What's going on, Rumble? Who is that one person? That's what I want to know. Because check this out. Every time I go
Josh
in...
G. Glenn is a weirdo POS. Was shocked when he won VA.
Yeah, he's a fucking piece of shit.
B. D. Robin. I read an article where the cafe owner asked the lattice to wear a badge when on the cycle, so customers and other staff know and are more patient.
You know, the Nazis had a little badge they made the Jews wear. Fucking crazy, dude. I am... Alright. Anyhow. I was making a point around Rumble and the one viewer for some reason. I can't remember what it was. It's totally making a point. It's cool. I forgot it. Anyhow, whether you're a man or a woman, this is not, and you maybe you hate women or whatever.
New iPhone watch.
It's not about suppressing women. It's about suppressing you. Remember that. We're all in this together. New iPhone watch thing tracked it for you.
Billy Ballantyne.
Tracks your menstrual cycle.
Rumble is TSO all over again. I didn't know it. Steve will do its platform. That guy admittedly jacks off his dog, and Rumble exists because he was kicked off YouTube for pushing gambling sites to children. B. D. Robin. Yes.
TSO. I didn't know it's Steve will do its platform. What? You are quite puzzling sometimes, Billy. Quite puzzling indeed.
Billy Ballantyne.
TSU.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was like,
TSU.
it wasn't TSO. Yes, okay, TSU. That was it. I had a feeling you were talking about that. Rumble is TSU all over. Well, TSU was promising money. I guess Rumble is too, you know, but I'm not paying attention to it. I probably got a penny. There is a thing I can click on. It'll tell me.
Billy Ballantyne. Steve will do it as a YouTuber. He's its founder and a dog jacker.
Dog jacker. All right, we can't talk too much about that on my YouTube channel. But I get you. Let's talk about other stuff. Other stuff. Talking about other stuff. Where's my, unreal. Look at all that money coming in, guys. $6.06.
Josh G. Nay, have you heard of Kick Steaming site? Apply. It's a very lenient TOS site. Many on Twitch are switching to due to the unhinged bans / silences on Twitch.
Estimated earnings $1.43. That's how much money I made on Rumble. $1.43. I guess estimated. Who knows? Who cares? I made $1.43, so yay, y'all. They fly. Wow, one person watching on Rumble. Let's get rid of that TV set. Let's go back to the creek. So, according to news reports, there's some leakage into the river out there, and they're worried that people downstream are going to be affected by that train derailment. Also, Ron Placone did a whole thing about how awful it was, how awful this chemical spill was. The title of his video, let me go to my view history here, was Breaking: Chemical Damage Confirmed Near East Palestine Explosion. GOP Border Insanity Grows. Chemical damage confirmed. I mean, why is that breaking? I mean, didn't we already know that there was chemical damage from a freaking train explosion? Obviously, they released all this shit into the atmosphere. That's damaging. Well, even whether it causes direct, damage to somebody at the time or something in the future, or it kills fish. I think the fish kill was confirmation that there was damage. And the fact that the government's going around to people's homes,
Josh
checking
G.
wells, checking houses,
There's
checking
videos
air
all over
quality.
TikTok where people downstream throw rocks in the rivers, and it disturbs the bottom where the chemicals are lying, and they all float to surface, and you can see the chem/oils. Brop all day.
That's not good.
I'm near Cincinnati, Ohio. My wife wants me to go buy a pallet of water.
It's fucking, I wonder what Thunderfoot has to say about that. Let's tweet at him. Dear Thunderfoot. There is video on TikTok. Is it TIKTOK? Yeah.
Billy Ballantyne. Yes, remember what I said about vinyl chloride yesterday? That I use it and I'm fine? I forgot to mention I can't let it touch my skin.
Right.
I have to use a charcoal filtration system and wear an M50 respirator.
Right.
So yes, it evaporates, but not before trying to kill you. It smells like stinging.
That would have been good to mention. He left that part out.
What I have a feeling is what he's going to say is you don't want to go in those creeks and riverbeds and expose yourself to those chemicals. And they're going to need to flush that shit out. Maybe it won't flush out. I want to see some of these videos though.
Yeah, that sounds pretty crazy.
Release of toxic chemicals from train derailment prompts broader safety concerns. Chemical spill from train derailment reaches Ohio River. This is pretty interesting. So, this is what I heard. This is a short.
Train derailment in Ohio did reach the Ohio River, but EPA workers now say they don't believe the 25 million people in the area will be affected. The EPA says that containments were low enough that the river diluted them. It's been 11 days since 50 cars of that freight train from Illinois went off of the tracks in East.
Wouldn't the word be diluted? Why did he say diluted? What is wrong with these morons that don't know how to say words?
Palestine.
Diluted.
Some were carrying hazardous substances.
You mean diluted,
Governor says
you
that the
moron?
decision was made to vent and burn those chemicals because there was a high probability of a catastrophic explosion. He also says that the railway is committed to cleaning.
Oh, fuck the railway, and fuck you, and fuck Pete Buttigieg, and fuck fucking Joe Biden, and fuck the United States of America. Hey, man, but look at Bitcoin, 24,200, guys. Yeah, here we
Billy
go.
Valentine.
We're going up.
English strikes
Live on
again.
the show, we're moving it up. Hey, look at that chart, guys. What are we looking at right here? What are we looking at? Look at this. Looking at you. Looking at this. Hey, look at Matic there, bro. Holy shit. Look at Matic. Just kicking ass at 8.3. Looking at you, Harmony 2633. In the negativity. Hey, look at this 40-cent Cardano moving on up like the Jeffersons, son. Boflau. Hey, looking at this 312. Look at you. Look at this spike here. Look at this. So this is a breakout. What's interesting is this was a rising wedge pattern, and it broke out upwards from a rising wedge. That's such a healthy symbol, man. Signal, I should say. Because generally, a rising wedge leads in a breakout downward. Generally. So.
Billy Valentine. Took a whole lot of Turian just to get up that hill.
Yep. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. Down, out. Down, out. Moving on up. The Razzle Dazzle. Remember the Razzle Dazzles? The Razzle Dazzles. The Razzle Dazzles.
Billy Valentine. But as long as we livin', ain't nothing wrong with dat.
Dude, this is so great. Dude, this is so great. Oh my god.
It's the Hudson Brothers Razzle Dazzle Show. Starring Bill, Mark, and Brett, the Hudson Brothers.
Dude, that's my jams. Forget about it. Look into it. Look into it, folks. Psh. Psh.
Billy Ballantyne. Whoever made that cactus cutout in that Hudson vid has never seen a cactus in person.
Wow. Dude. Way to go, you little trooper.
Billy Ballantyne. Is that a Paw Patrol pillow? Ha 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 ha, badass.
Yeah, Paw Patrol. I made it. It's not a pillow. It's the way I wrapped it around some blankets so it's nice and soft. It's a blanket. Paw Patrol, son. Oh, here, speaking of which.
Billy Ballantyne. What if Rogan is a sleeper cell for Paw Patrol and that's why he went off on that dog that day?
He's got these perfect little black ticks. They're dots, black dots. You know, I will spend nearly $100,000 a month on Super Male Vitality because it is so ultra expensive.
Billy Ballantyne. That dog must have said the activation word implanted in his brain.
Conspiracy theorist Alex Jones has filed for bankruptcy but has nearly $10 million in assets and spends almost $100,000 a month according to court filings. He spends $100,000 a month. Dude, do you know how much I spend in a month? Oh my god. What is he paying $100,000 every month on, I wonder? He owes all, what costs that much money? I mean, I could imagine having like a $5,000 house payment or, you know, even a $10,000 house payment. Big, beautiful, fucking huge home. What's the 100,000? What explains the other 90,000? I'm blown away right now. He owes almost $1.5 billion in court-awarded damages to relatives of victims. Wouldn't it be funny if Elon Musk gave Alex Jones all the money to pay off the debt?
Billy Ballantyne. Mortgage, publicists, wife, kids, car payments on Bentleys,
Hey.
investors, cocaine.
They want their money, don't they? Victims in the 2012 Sandy Hook school shooting. Details of his finances were laid bare this week in documents filed with the Texas Bankruptcy Court. In previous court filings, he declared assets in a range between $1 million and $10 million. Hello? Hey. Yeah, I'm on my show. What's going on? Uh-huh. You're funny. Right. But but as long as it makes you feel comfortable. Good. Okay. Awesome. Thanks for telling me. Okay, good. All right, I love you. I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye. Awesome. Good news. I don't understand what costs $100,000. I'm still kind of blown away by that. In previous court filings, he declared assets in a range between $1 million and $10 million. The InfoWars founder declared bankruptcy last year, and the latest documents include voluminous. It's a hard word to say. Voluminous detail about his possessions, debts, outgoings, and legal issues. Mr. Jones, who repeatedly made various false claims about the murders, owns 3 properties in Austin, Texas. Oh, he owns 3 properties, and so he's paying 3 mortgages. Oh, okay. That's one way to have to pay a lot more money every month. Okay. Along with $1.5 million plot of land, 3 vehicles, 2 boats, 2 guns, and a cat. He owns 2 guns? That's so hard to believe. I have a feeling he's got a bunker somewhere. Like all those motherfuckers do. He's the sole owner of 8 different companies, including InfoWars parent Free Speech Systems, which has paid him an annual salary of more than $600,000 for the last 2 years. In December, Mr. Jones asked the court to allow him to take a bigger salary, $1.3 million, from the company, which is also filed for bankruptcy. The court filings show that Mr. Jones also paid a total of $1.3 million to settle debts with his wife and parents. He gave one charitable contribution of $2,000 to an Austin church. One portion of the document notes that Mr. Jones is holding firearms for certain January 6 participants, a reference to the riot at the U.S. Capitol 2 years ago. No further detail is given about the unnamed participants or how many guns he is keeping for them. Mr. Jones is holding firearms for certain January 6 participants.
What?
That's what it said. No further details given about the unnamed participants or how many guns he's keeping for them. I said I had a feeling he owned more than 2 guns. I'm holding.
Yeah.
Look. I'm only
Alex
holding
Jones.
1,700 of these weapons. Listen, they are so ultra potent. I had to put them in an underground bunker that I'm storing in a secure location, undisclosed to anybody, even myself. I don't even know where it is. I've hired somebody to literally locate this thing and build it for me. Every time I need to go there, they literally knock me out and blindfold me, drive me there, and I wake up inside the bunker. And I've got 1,700 guns. I literally can just go there and start polishing away. I like to snort only half a line of Super Male Vitality when I get to the bunker, because it is so ultra potent. And I will wait 4 excruciating seconds before I go back and I snort that second half of line of ultra potent super male vitality, and then I am polishing weapons all day. And let me tell you something, we've got all kinds of weapons to choose from. I like to start with a nice Ruger or maybe a rocket launcher. You know, we've got a few of those. I've got a grenade launcher. We've also got, I better watch what I say. You know, the algorithm's gonna send
Billy
freaking
Valentine.
the men in freaking black
Ha, ha, ha,
suits
ha,
to my
ha.
freaking door.
Dude has a haunt full of 'em, I bet.
Yeah, the
And if they
algorithm
belong
told
to
us to come
January
here.
6th guys, there's some freaky ones in there. Josh G. Mr. Jones and me snorting lines, oh super male vitality. Brop all day.
It's ultra potent super male vitality because it's so ultra potent. Okay, wait. It says they get to say the word supplements. This is great. You know, I have some of the finest supplements around. You're not going to find any kind of dietary supplements anywhere else. We've got the best vitamins. We've got the best nutrients. We've got the best minerals. And let me tell you something. I've gone down in the submersible myself. I have overlooked the entire operation. Okay? I have my own submersible with its own mirror set up so I can chop up perfectly 2 lines of ultra potent super male vitality. I will snort only half of one of those lines. I will go down in the submersible. I will wait at least 4 seconds. And then I will snort that second half of the line of ultra potent super male vitality. And then I am diving. We're diving down Alaskan Ocean in the caverns. And we're looking at the minerals that we're pulling out. We're pulling out the iodine. And that is where we get the finest iodine. And let me tell you something. Our iodine samples, they are so ultra potent. You can literally stand in the center of a nuclear blast. Oh, the market's dropping. I don't think Bitcoin likes my Alex Jones impersonation. It's dumping right now. Oh, shit. Where's my mouse? Oh, my goodness. But look, everything's going
Billy
down.
Valentine.
Now, this does
I
this.
bet there's some taxidermized deer leg AKs in that collection.
Deer leg? That's freaking hilarious. A deer leg AK. I've never even heard of such a thing. That's right, because I just made it up. Billy Valentine. Government secrets. Starring Graham Elwood and Lee Camp. Government secrets. Graham should use that.
Government secret.
Okay. The filing also listed his monthly outgoings, which total is $96,000, and alternatively list his occupation as media personality and dietary supplement sales. I'm a professional dietary supplement salesperson. And I will sell you only the finest ingredients and the finest nutrients and minerals that you will find anywhere in the market. InfoWars operates an online shop that sells supplements and other products. Now, let me tell you about our products. Come to our online store. You're going to find the finest products available in our online store. We've got water purification systems unlike any you've ever seen. Let me see. I have gone around and I have literally sampled all the water purification systems available in the world. And let me tell you, our water is as fine as a pure stream in the Central Florida area. It was a beautiful water. This is a great representation of our water filtration system because this right here is actually, I took a microscope and I put it inside one of our water filters. And this is what I saw. This is actual footage from inside the water filter. And this is what is going on. We've got I'm going to get my toe bitten off by my dog. We've got a stone filter osmosis reverse system inside our water filtration systems. And it looks just like this because I took a microscope camera and I filmed this You know, I was only on half a line of ultra potent super male vitality when I did it, because I had to wait 4 excruciating seconds. And you know, just a few drops of Brain Force 5000 in my coffee gets me going and ready for my day. You know, it'd be so funny for Alex Jones to actually have to take every single one of his supplements every day. Every single thing that he's ever pushed. You got to take the whole thing, the whole red. That's your punishment. You have to take, you got to have the Brain Force one, you got to have the Super Male Vitality, you got to have the goddamn iodine, you got to have all this shit that's got lead and poison in it, and you're going to have to take the daily recommended dose by whatever it says on every bottle yourself, personally. That would be great punishment for Alex Jones, I think. Let's talk about, you know, what do they say, that your own taste of your own medicine? Have a taste of your own medicine? Bill? Yeah. Hey, a taste of your own medicine, Bill. That's good. It's the taste your own medicine, Bill. I like it. What the hell? It's an opinion piece. Okay, I don't need that.
The freaking oracle.
Freaking oracle.
Whatever happened to that stone pendant necklace you made?
Whatever happened to it? It's in my bedroom. I was just thinking about that. Isn't that funny? Yesterday. I'll go grab it. Man, it looks like my computer's going to freeze up again. I hope it doesn't. At least I got an hour show out if it does. I've seen it freeze up twice now.
That's cool, man.
This thing? Dude.
Yeah.
I found this fucker on my driveway.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
In California.
What is it?
It's
What is
obsidian.
it again?
It's obsidian.
Oh yeah, I remember. There was like a hill near where you lived. It was filled with obsidian, wasn't it? It was like
Right. It's a
volcanic
mountain,
glass.
Mount
Yeah.
Obsidian.
Yeah, I remember that. Okay, yeah. And there's different kinds of obsidian. There's like the one with the red in it or something, blood
This
obsidian.
has
Or
got
something.
stripes
Right.
all through it. The camera
Oh, I'm
doesn't.
remembering all
The
this.
camera's not focusing on it, but it's very detailed. The stripes are just really defined. It's really pretty. Take a picture of it. All right, man. Here we go. I like the edge of it. You see the edge? It looks like a tablet. It looks like a stone tablet. It's fucking so badass. Fucking walking down my driveway right after I moved onto the property. It wasn't that long. And it's like I was thinking it. It was like in my brain. I don't know. I was thinking it. And I looked down and there's a rut in the driveway. And water had been rushing through it and uncovering shit. And this was embedded with a bunch of other rocks. And I saw it. And I was like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? I was like, that's gorgeous. I was like, let me take that up and pressure wash it. Right? And I hit it with the pressure washer. And then I was like, I got to wrap that.
Patrick John Welder. Good morning, Nay.
I remember you used to have like big pieces of that stuff. Like you had like there was some of that had like red in it and brown and all that other stuff at one point. Blood obsidian or something like that. Yeah.
Brop all day. Ever had a stone tumbler?
Yes.
Would polish
I
them all
would
up.
I would never put this in a tumbler. This thing's perfect. It was right out of the ground. It was washed for years like this. Someone probably on that driveway, for years. Just getting naturally sanded down, little grains of sand hitting it as water ran past it, trapped in that rut. It was in a rut in the middle of the driveway that the water had probably run through for years and years and years. And this probably, I don't know, man. I don't know if it came from somewhere else or if it didn't. I think it probably came from where the driveway rock came from. I don't think it came from I don't think it came from there. I think it was brought there. But the thing is, I found other pieces that look just like this very close by out on the street. So, it could be a local piece, actually. It could be. It's freaking who knows, man.
Still pretty cool.
It's amazing. I couldn't believe I fucking found it. Okay, so we read about that. What else? We'll hear what this woman says about it on Joe Rogan. Let's see how hyperbolic
Now,
this
I don't
is.
know if they have to take additional precautions due to traveling with hazardous waste and whether or not
I
those
don't
precautions
know
were or
if I
were
have
not
to hit
taken.
this bong.
That's what I'm hearing about
That's what
this
I'm
case,
hearing.
is that they that
No
this
law
is
regarding
that they were trying
cannabis.
to cut
Cheers,
money
Jiminy,
by
and
transporting these things
Brap
that
and
are
Patrick
hazardous
John Welder
waste
and
in a
everyone
way
that's
that
in the
perhaps
Rumble
maybe they
sphere.
shouldn't have been transported that way,
Where
or
is
maybe
our
the
Rumble
regulation
sphere?
should be different.
I don't know if
for,
it's even hazardous waste, though. I think it's just chemicals that we use in plastic.
Oh, it's very hazardous. It's not waste. or
Right.
Hazardous materials.
Right. It's very
Yeah.
hazardous material.
It's
I don't
waste
think
once it hits the
it's like the
ground.
byproduct. Yeah.
No, it's very dangerous materials.
But that's why there's this one kid, Nick Drum, who's been doing these amazing TikToks that I'm obsessed with because
TikToks.
he's like a chemist.
Yes.
He's great. He's actually taking what the APA is
Cheers, guys.
releasing and he's trying to make sense of it. And he's like, why am I
I think I sent
the
that to Jane.
person who's doing this?
Yeah.
Why am I the person who's asking these questions? Because what he mentions is when you look at the manifest of the chemicals that were on there, what we're looking at is this, they're doing, what's in the air, but also he was saying there was petroleum. So we're talking about an oil spill too, but no one's talking about that.
Well, let's play what he has to say. Rewind that, Jane.
He has a bunch.
Well, let's play this one. Play the one you have in front of you. Okay. And rewind that.
Hold on. Stop. Sound.
Yeah, I don't know if that's his
Yeah,
TikTok.
it hasn't been very good. So let's talk about the trail derailment in East Palestine, Ohio. East Palestine's about an hour north of Pittsburgh, almost halfway to Cleveland. Norfolk Southern has...
So, that got debunked. Fuck that guy. This is crazy. We already fucking... Thunderfoot already debunked that dude. He's like, that dude doesn't even know what the fuck he's talking about. So... I want to know about the oil spill damage, and I want to know about the long-lasting effects. That's basically my concerns. And it'll be most interesting for me to find those things out. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. You guys take care. I will see you on the next show. Thanks for watching. And until then, I am at Nay's Garden on Twitter. You can find me there. As you should find me there. Let's put this under Stories for Show. Close that out. And, yeah. Enjoy your afternoons.
Josh G.
And I'll see you guys. Turn on your...
Hashtag keep it open. Take care, brother.
Yes, hashtag keep it open. You
Brop
guys
all
should
day.
Turn on your...
Hashtag keep it open.
Yes, keep it open. You should turn on your notifications. 11-year-old Winter Park boy dies from flesh-eating bacteria after ankle injury.
Stephen running. Hashtag keep it open.
Jim Carrey threatens lawsuit over claims he went to sex perv Jeffrey Epstein's private... Who's he threatening to sue? Jim Carrey is threatening to file a lawsuit against popular YouTuber over claims the rubber-faced comic went to sex perv Jeffrey Epstein's private island. RadarOnline.com can exclusively reveal.
Your necklace reminds me of Trailer Park Boys last season. There's people that believe these crystals have powers. Yet, Julian, they're called crazy people.
Yeah, this is no power, but it feels nice in your hand. It's nice to rub your thumb across those. Each one of those lines is a representation of time.
Hashtag keep it open.
Each one of those lines, it took years and years for that to form, and this rock is probably over 1 million years old, and it's neat to just rub your fingernail across those lines and realize, this thing is that old when you do it. The Funny Man's high-powered Los Angeles lawyers fired off a no-nonsense cease and desist letter on Tuesday, giving YouTuber Vincent Briatore. Does anybody know who Vincent Briatore is? 48 hours to take down the video, which already viewed 2.8 million times, or else. The legal letter insisted the Ace Ventura star never met the convicted predator, traveled on his private jet known as the Lolita Express, or stepped foot on the billionaire's notorious Caribbean island, Little St. James, which earned the notorious nickname Pedophile Island. Your false statements and false impression caused substantial damage to Mr. Kerry's personal reputation, and that they intentionally mislead the public to believe Mr. Kerry had a relationship with Jeffrey Epstein and knowledge of his well-documented crimes and exploits, thus exposing Mr. Kerry to public hatred and contempt, states the fire-breathing letter signed by attorney Julianne Heitzer. Briatore posted the controversial clip on his talk show-style YouTube channel on January 16th. He was seen listening to an unidentified video that spouted off the names of about 24 high-profile celebrities and politicians who allegedly took rides on Epstein's private jet. The roughly 5-minute clip titled Jeffrey Epstein's Island Flight Logs finally released. What does this mean? Goes on to show photographs of the named celebs, including Kerry, without any evidence to support the unsubstantiated allegation. In an interview with RadarOnline.com, Briatore freely admitted that he decided to cover the story after he found the questionable program on the web. You know, somebody just doesn't like Jim Carrey, just decided to add him to that list of people. What a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So I made a video featuring the list. His name was in it, and
Mexi
I also
Williams.
made comments about the list. He
Hey,
told
Nate.
the RadarOnline.com. When asked if he checked the integrity of the video he used for his post, Briatore said no, and that it had to be investigated further in another follow-up show. He also didn't know if Kerry's lawyer sent a cease and desist letter to the program he used as the basis for his post. This may be an effort to scrub the presence of this video from anywhere on the internet, he said. It was surprising also that out of all the people named on that list, there were about 25 of them. Jim Carrey, of all people, is the one to really get upset and follow through with it. You know, it's strange to me. Like, in other words, all the other ones are guilty. I haven't really consulted attorneys yet, but I mean, who wants to call their freaking lawyer and start a lawsuit and all that? It's a pain in the ass. I mean, I guess Jim really feels like he still has a career left, but I think he's kind of washed up, personally. I haven't really consulted attorneys yet, but I don't really think I should take it down. I'm going to hang in there for as long as I can, he continued. I have absolutely no intention of being bullied. As a precaution, Briatore included a line in his video post reading, "Full disclosure, Jim Carrey's attorneys have contacted me to inform me that Jim Carrey has never met Jeffrey Epstein." Dude. Okay, there's a couple more. RadarOnline.com has reported, several high-profile businessmen and politicians are squirming to disassociate themselves from Epstein, who allegedly hanged himself in a Manhattan jail cell in August 2019 while awaiting trial for federal sex trafficking charges. Most recently, Microsoft billionaire Bill Gates admitted he should not have associated with the perv. It's funny how this article keeps referring to him as the perv. It's so unprofessional. I mean, yeah, he was. I agree. But can you show your audience a little bit more respect, you fucking dumb cunt motherfuckers? Whatever. You're going way back. Gates responded during the interview with ABC 730 while visiting Australia. But I'll say for the over 100th time, yeah, I shouldn't have had dinners with him, Bill Gates said.
I'll be back, Ben.
What?
I'm going to go to Kohl's and then I'm going to go. Did you order the plants, honey?
Not yet, I will.
All right. I'm going to go to Kohl's and then I'm going to go to Publix.
Okay. Thank you, love you.
I'll see you later.
All right. You're going way back, Gates responded during the interview with ABC 730 while visiting Australia. But I'll say for over 100th time that, yeah, I shouldn't have had dinners with him. It's so funny. Oh, let's add that to the list of show stories. Bro, I have a folder full of every story that we cover on this show. And we could go back to any one because I've saved them all in a folder. I've been really good about doing that. so many stories in this list. Oh. DeSantis signs bill into law to expand controversial program that would ship migrants to sanctuary cities. So, in basically what Ron DeSantis has done is he's legalized human trafficking for himself. And, you know, if those sanctuary cities are set up to take care of those people, and they drop them off, you know, instead of dropping them off at like Kamala Harris's front door or Joe Biden's front door or something like that, and they like, drop off at a legitimate center that's ready to take them in and they've got the facilities for them, that would be a good thing. Let's see if that's what goes on. You know, what are the destinations of those buses? Are there rules stipulate? It says he can keep private the names of the bus carriers and the transport companies in the bill. So how do you know they're dropping them off in good places and, you know, there's people that are ready to take those people in? It's crazy. It's how my money's being spent here in Florida. Okay, what else?
Ben Deo. Did Epstein have a separate island for Kevin Spacey?
Huge news for Bitcoin today as we reached a critical test with the price coming up, getting rejected though at the 200-week simple moving average. Also, some big news on who the heck has been buying Bitcoin. That's where we're going to be starting at today, but make sure to stick around to talk about the charts because there's some really interesting stuff going on. Retail investors are pouring a record $1.5 billion per day into the stock market. I know that's not crypto, but it does show that retail money is very interested in what is happening right now in the markets. Money is starting to FOMO back in. People are starting to pour back into the markets, and that is exciting because it means that a risk on attitude from retail is
what's
coming
up,
back
buddy?
into play, and it is retail money
what's up, Megsy?
which makes bull runs happen, right? So the institutional money, all that stuff is very important. We're going to talk about that in a second, but that retail money coming into markets cannot be ignored. And I hope that most retail investors have not been so burned by all the terrible crap that happened in 2022 in crypto, and that there's still enough risk appetite for these retail investors to come big time back into the crypto markets, and that they're not all just buying Tesla stock. Although it seems a lot of them are just buying Tesla stock at the moment. But it does, again, indicate a good risk on attitude. Now, the guys over at Look On Chain, they said, well, why did the price of Bitcoin and Ethereum suddenly rise today? Well, they found that several funds and institutions put $1.6 billion into the crypto market in the last week. That's a lot of money. They go on here to look at different money being moved around, deposits and withdrawals and all that stuff, and really looking at the money coming in and the ones that are probably funds and institutions and money moving over to Coinbase. Now, that $1.6 billion, yeah, grand scheme of thing in crypto, $1 trillion market cap, 1.6 billion is not going to break the markets, but it does show that slowly but surely we are seeing funds and institutions getting back into the game. They're paying attention. They're seeing what's happening. They're saying, hey, Bitcoin, if we do move into a broader risk on attitude in the markets, could be a great play that could outperform a lot of other investment classes. Also have this great news, $337 billion broker IB launches Bitcoin trading over in Hong Kong. East Asia right now, particularly the Hong Kong markets, are looking for potentially a big catalyst for
markets recovering right now, guys.
East Asia could be
from that dip.
Leads the next
bull
run in
it's
crypto.
Back on its way up.
We have a giant broker getting in to launch Bitcoin
24,120 Bitcoin.
DBS, Singapore's biggest bank, they're applying for a Bitcoin trading license over in Hong Kong, and I think that's really important because what are we seeing? Singapore's DBS Bank reported an 80% surge in Bitcoin trading volume last year. in spite of the bear market. Think about how crazy that is. The appetite was there big time in the bear market. Now they're expanding over to Hong Kong to offer Bitcoin trading. It is big news. So we're seeing Hong Kong-based brokers, Singapore-based brokers. We're seeing ETF products launch. Samsung wants to launch a spot Bitcoin ETF in Hong Kong market. So this is big stuff. And Hong Kong has legalized crypto trading from the 1st of June. So this is pretty big news. See, previously, trading was limited to professional investors, right? But now anybody's going to be allowed to buy and sell and trade crypto from the 1st of June, which could open up a
That's when I'm supposed to get my crypto back from Celsius.
From
100%
markets.
of my crypto back from Celsius,
Hong Kong
guys.
is under the one
Did you guys hear
country,
that?
two systems thing, so it's not super
Are you guys all
easy
aware
for
of that
mainland money
news?
to flow into Hong Kong, but for the high net worth people, for the people who do have a lot of money.
I know some people kind of haven't been watching, paying attention or whatever. But for those of you who missed it, according to the plan that Celsius has introduced, and I've tweeted that out, and you can go on Twitter and see it. The investors that have more than $5,000 invested in Celsius, that's like me, are supposed to get 100%.
That's awesome, Nate. I missed that.
100% of their crypto back, minus it said, of course, something expenses or something, and I was like, okay, whatever. But it's at 100% instead of 70% minus something. You know, it's so much better. We'll see. It's good news. And if that's true, they said they're giving it back to us in the form of crypto. Bitcoin, Ethereum, that's the biggest one for me. I want my Ethereum back. Dude, if I get my Ethereum back and I get my Bitcoin back, that is the most important, because that means that when we look at my, we look at this number right here, it says 16,283. That's coming from this page right here. And if I go to my main portfolio, and it says 345,855, that means that a good portion of that is going to be back. And that means that 345 is what I basically have. Maybe 300, maybe 320, maybe 340, 250, somewhere around there, right? It's going to be close, not minus 100,000 anymore. So, right now it's minus more than 100,000. So it says 345. It's really less than 245 because of whatever is sitting in Celsius. But in June, supposedly, I get that back. Supposedly. And then if I do, I got full access. And by then, this should be, who knows? They're saying 20, what year is this? I don't even know what year it is. 2024 is supposed to be insane. So if I'm getting it, halfway past this year, we should be good, man. And I'll have that Harmony thoroughly invested. I don't know if I'm going to be pulling anything out. It just depends on how crazy the money is. I mean, I'm looking at easy right now, at least $200,000 that I have access to. It's more than that. I mean, if I pull it up, I can look at what Harmony says Harmony's at. Harmony's at $79,000. Let's just say it's 5. Let's say it's at 80 and 30. So that's 2,000, 80 and 30. It's 10. $210,000 of crypto I've got access to right now. So I could go, buy a fucking Tesla with my crypto. They still accept fucking crypto. They were taking Doge, and then I think they stopped taking Doge. But I think you could still buy a Tesla with Bitcoin, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, Google. Can you buy a Tesla with Bitcoin?
According to The Verge, Tesla now accepts Bitcoin as payment for its cars in the U.S.
CEO Elon Musk announced on Twitter.
Okay, that was a year ago, so supposedly you can. So let me do this. Okay, Google. How much is a Tesla Plaid?
The 2023 Tesla Model X Plaid is listed by the manufacturer at a starting price of $119,990.
I could have the fastest car in the world for what I have in crypto sitting there. Easy. And with money left. That's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Hey, coppers, see if you can catch me now. Woo!
Bendeo. Is crypto a speculation bubble?
I guess everything is a speculation bubble, isn't it, bro? Okay, Google. Definition of speculation bubble.
According to Wikipedia, an economic bubble is a period when current asset prices greatly exceed their intrinsic valuation, being the valuation that the underlying long-term fundamentals justify.
Yes, that is exactly what it is. We pump up the value of it by buying more of it. So, it's a bubble that always pops. They always tell you to pull profits, pull profits, pull profits. They always tell you to get out, stop loss, all that stuff. For me, my total investment, it's right here if I click on statistics. Look, I'll do the math. All right, I'll show you exactly what I have invested in all of this. By the way, that profit on the Harmony was somewhere around 23,600 across all of those investments, all four of them. 23,000. Try to remember that. Over $20,000 of profit on those four investments. Okay, great. So this is where this says is at 345. Okay, 345,000. Okay, and we're gonna we're gonna add my all-time loss right now, which is 179,021. So that says 345,019, right? It says 345. When that says 524, okay, and it looks like it's going to say it pretty soon. When that says 524, I'll be at break even level, right? At that moment, I wait a couple $1,000s. I can wait till it goes up to 550 or whatever, and I walk with, like, it's been nice doing business with you. I made a little bit of money. Have a nice day. I don't need the stress in my life anymore. And I can go do whatever I want. I can buy the fastest car in the world if I want it. I can use that crypto to do it. That's easy. That's easy, bro. I've got almost enough Bitcoin. What's the most? It says 100, so it's 120,000 for one of those. A plaid, an X. It's called a Model X plaid. There's a Model S plaid. What? What's a Model S plaid? That's 114,000. I see. Okay, yeah, I take the X. I'm taking the X. I do 120,000. I get that. I'll take it in black. I want the blackout version. I want a purple interior. So I just wait and, you know, my whole thing was to leave my money in forever and just use that as my store of value. I mean, do we, when it crashes, when the market crashes again, I wonder how hard it's going to crash. Is it going to crash to the point where I'm like, dude, I'm still in profit? So I'll just leave my money in and let it go back up again? You know? That's a question I should have for someone who knows the market better than me. What is going on here? Really? Is your battery already critical, buddy? Damn. Okay.
The freaking Oracle.
Oh.
What's that?
I forgot I'm supposed to turn the thing off inside the house. That's right. Whenever I do this. Okay. Problem solved. Freaking Oracle, what's what, buddy? What's what, homie? What are you talking about?
The freaking Oracle. Market question.
Oh. I'm lost, bro. Are you talking about the dude that Ben said is crypto a speculation bubble? God, I remember when that all-time profit loss was more than $250,000.
The freaking Oracle. Yeah.
Now it's 179. It was like 260,000 loss. Now it's 179 loss. So I just love watching that get closer and closer to zero. And I can't wait to see more than just two
Hoot
of
and
my
hell.
cryptos in profit.
Ethereum first hit $1,200 and dropped back down below 125 coin. Its second crash went from 4,200 down to 800.
Yeah, Ethereum did. I don't have anything else in profit, man. Man, they're going to give me my Cardano back as Cardano? Or are they going to give me my Cardano back as Bitcoin? That'll be weird. So I'll get more goddamn Bitcoin. But I won't have my Cardano, which sucks. But, you know, my profit loss on Cardano is 43% right now. My profit loss on Bitcoin is 29%. So that's probably better, huh? I'm at a smaller loss. I don't know. They give me my whatever else I have sitting in Celsius. It's a few $1,000s. I've got synthetics. I've got $16,000 of that. They're going to give me back that as Bitcoin or Ethereum, probably Ethereum. Now that I think about it, the Cardano, they might give me the Cardano back as Ethereum or USD. That's going to suck if it comes back as USD. But then I guess I can look at it and be like, is something, you know, do I want to get something right now? But I don't really, man. I just want to watch it. I just want to make profits now. I think I've
Baba
invested
Phaser.
enough and I just want to watch profits come in.
Your titles are so eat, sir. Always the perfect mix of comedy and truth. Yeah, they may give it back to you as BIC or USDC IAEE.
Well, no, they did a whole thing.
Bendeo.
They said Ethereum, Bitcoin, and
I don't
USD.
know much at all about crypto, but it seems to be like investing in a ridiculously volatile penny stock.
Yeah. Ben, it is and you have to understand the market. You have to understand how the market moves, and you have to be willing to take that risk. And if you want to get in and out and start making money like that, you get on an exchange that doesn't charge a lot of money for trades. And you trade, man, and you can, like this trade right here, let's bring that one up on screen. Something's going on with the market. Right now we're coming back up, which is beautiful. So 16,500, right, bro? This was $8,000. Ben, my $8,000 is now worth 16,500 for a net gain of $8,595, bro.
Baba Phaser.
For a trade that I borrowed
you
on
can
a
use
credit
the same
card,
tools as
and it's
stocks
only
or
costing me
bonds, such as
$46.
RSI, MACD, and EMA. You can use it to swing the highs and lows. Nay is right, you need to know the market, just like microcaps.
So we've got some excitement going on right now. We really have a what they call this a rally right now going on, a market rally. We had a spike, it fell, and now it's rallying back to where it was. Same across the board. But look, Matic has jumped above where it was. Even though I don't understand why it says plus 4.5, I guess. Yes, it's 4.6. It's going higher. Look at this. Look at Matic. As I'm pointing at it, guys. Look at Matic. It's like my mouse pointer is making it increase. There we go. Keep going. Come on now. Then we got Harmony 1 here at 26.20. Not really moving much, but it is moving upwards, so that's cool.
It's going to be a lot easier for them, and they're going to be looking over to Hong Kong and looking at the options that are available and going, maybe I'm going to buy some of that tasty, tasty Bitcoin. And before we get into the charts, just a reminder, if you don't have an account yet over on Bybit, you need to get yourself one. Is the best place for trading crypto. You can get up to $30,000 in deposit bonuses using that. Let's look at the charts real quick. So this is the daily chart. That daily candle, this one right here, not looking super pretty, to be honest. That is a strong rejection above the $25,000 level initially for Bitcoin, right? So strong sell pressure came in there, pushed the price down on the daily. Obviously, that sexy green candle from the day before, very, very nice to see without a doubt. There's a beautiful breakout. And the price pushed a lot higher after that initial big green candle, but we did face a strong rejection there, which perhaps give us a moment of pause. But we do remember that nothing goes up in a straight line. Looking here at the weekly charts, I think very, very important right now. Gives us a little more clarity compared to the daily. Bitcoin has been trading under the 200-week simple moving average for 26 freaking weeks now, which is a record, by the way. This has never happened in Bitcoin before. That is unprecedented bearish price action. And what happened today, we saw this right here, this candle, this wick on this candle formed up, where we saw the price of Bitcoin rally just above the 200-week simple moving average and get rejected. First try, anyway. Maybe the second try, if we get one in the near future, is going to get us up and above that.
We're at 24.15 right now, guys.
A lot of big players will have been watching around that $25,000 because the 200-week moving average is so damn important. So seeing a sell-off there on the first attempt to break over it, not shocking. Let's get a good second attempt. Let's get that consolidating and moving forward and get a good blast over that. Do keep in mind that, yeah, we did get rejected today there, so there is that, but we have a very nice technical move that we've seen here. Now let's take the 200 MA off so we can see it nice and clearly. Look at this. This is the downtrend, orange line, downtrend, boom. We had our initial breakout. We had our retest of that, right? Retest of that downtrend line, and then price pushing higher. So obviously we need to see follow through, right? We need to retake the 200-week simple moving average, but we're moving in the right direction, which is positive. And the final thing I want to share with you here, this is the monthly charts for Bitcoin looking at the stochastic indicator, because it shows something very interesting. Look, there's like 50 charts right now, whether it's on-chain indicators or different technical analysis indicators that are showing relatively similar things, that the market has potentially bottomed out and we could be beginning a new cycle. So you can see right here, we've had the bullish crossover on the stochastic, that the blue line is now
24,200
above
I called
the orange line.
I called it.
Major downtrend.
I called it.
So what's that look reminiscent of? Well, we can go back here. This is 2017 bull market
16.
peak. Huge downtrend starts. Then what? February 2019. We have the crossover. We have a major move higher for the 2019 bear market rally. Maybe we can go back even further, right? And we can see again here in 2015, very similar situation where we have a massive run begin, right? We have that very strong uptrend happening. We can even go back to 2012. And again, we can see the stochastic flipping bullish, right? Having that bullish crossover resulting in a major rally higher after a major downtrend has likely completed, right? So this, once again, the 50th chart that we can be looking at, but it does show that we are looking at the potential for 2023 to be something vaguely similar to what happened in 2019, that we could get a very good rally this year. So pretty exciting stuff. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe now.
Let's see what this guy says about climate change.
You ever find yourself watching TV or reading a newspaper or listen to a politician and they start talking about climate change, fossil fuel, emissions, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, greenhouse effect? What is all this stuff? I don't even know what they're talking about. If you're somebody that's there, today I wanted to simplify this whole climate change by digging up different articles from both sides, those who say climate change is real and those who say climate change is a myth and a hoax, and kind of lay it out for you to say, well, I'm kind of leaning towards this side or this side.
You're leaning towards? Please. Let me show you the story of the pine
So let's
beetle.
get right into it. First thing we're going to talk about is those who believe climate change is a real danger, those who think it's a hoax, what really started the entire conversation with the greenhouse, effect, and then the fossil fuel leaders, and then are there people on the money side, on the oil side, that are kind of causing us to not look at certain research? And then my final thoughts. So let me start off with who thinks climate change is a danger. So those who believe it's a danger, this is what they're saying. It's caused by mankind. You and I are causing it. The opposite argument to it is they're saying it's been going on for a long time. This is nothing new. Then there's folks that say global warming will come and cause mass extinction. You're even hearing some politicians saying we only have 12 years left of money.
I don't
renewable
believe in
energy,
climate change. I think it is stagnant.
Fully on renewable energy by 2020.
Dude, you don't believe in climate change, then you're a fucking idiot. What do you want me to do for you, bro? Have you looked at Lake Mead? Have you looked at fucking the pine beetles, bro? Have you listened to scientists like Thunderfoot and Dr. Guy McPherson? I mean, just because you think it's stagnant just means you're a fucking idiot and you're not watching the fucking facts.
All right, so let me give you my final thoughts on the sensitive topic of climate change, because many of you may be watching this right now saying, Pat, how could you even say it? You got the data here to show it's happening. You just
this motherfucker tries to make it sound like it's a debate.
Effect.
There's no debate.
You just talked about
it's just
oil
you being an idiot.
What do you mean it may be a hoax or this? The debate is over with. The debate isn't over with. This is my challenge with this debate. Let me explain to you what it is. Let's just say climate change is caused by man. And then the climate change is also caused by Mother Nature, which is historically, 6 ice ages, one every 100,000 years.
Our argument wasn't whether who caused it or what caused it. The argument is whether we got it.
I'm trying to get answers to the following question. It's a few questions. One, what percentage of this is caused by mankind?
Who cares?
Us? What percentage is Mother Nature?
Who cares? That's not.
Bandeo.
That doesn't matter.
That was sort of a joke.
Oh, right on, Ben. I'm sorry. I didn't get you. I'm sorry. I didn't get your joke. My bad. I didn't. You should have said it. This is a joke. You should have said that, so I know.
Are we causing? Is our cause 1%, 2%, 5%? Because some of the scientists saying, "Oh, it's 70% us, and we're gonna." I don't agree with that. And then on the other side, some of the people are saying, "Well, it's not even. We're not having any effect on us. What are you talking about?" There's no. I also don't agree with that. I do think there is an effect that we're having. At what percentage is what I want to know.
It doesn't
point
matter.
when it comes down to this. I'm also not naive to not think about
once
the
you
fact
find out that it's irreversible and there's nothing we can do to stop it, who fucking cares who caused it? You know?
that, cigarette companies, nicotine companies, Philip Morris for many years would hire scientists paying money on the side saying, hey, give us some research to show that, nicotine is actually good for you. We know when this happened with the movie Thank You for Smoking, you know the story about it. Like, hey, yeah, the nicotine is good for you. It's not bad for you. They pitched it and we
Good
bought
for
it.
him.
Milk does a body good. Milk, there's a lot
Good
of
for
different
him.
research that's also not as good for you. Or sugar versus fat. Sugar's not that bad for you. Chocolate companies. Fat is terrible for you. We're learning fat is actually not bad for you. We just didn't know about fat. When all these scientists, we didn't know about it. We're getting smarter. So there's also part of it that I get. Funding.
Dude, sugar's bad for you, though. Does he not think that sugar's bad for you? Sugar kills people. More people probably than just about anything else does on the whole planet. Sugar.
Scientists, because there's two different types of scientists. There's those that get involved and all of a sudden money buys them out to go to a different place, make 4 times more, get a bigger funding. And there are those scientists that truly want to do research to get the right answers. The scientists that are trying to get the right answers, my challenge with them sometimes is the fact that they start speaking like they're God in 100% accuracies. Not all of them, but a big chunk of them are always only hanging out with only people that agree with them. And sometimes to be in a setting where you're only around people that agree with you, it's also not helping us use your brain that you have, the talent that's been given to you.
Bro, it's not about hanging around in an echo chamber. It's not about that, bro. When it comes to certain things, we've got facts, and if you're not going to adhere to the fucking facts, I don't want to be around you. It's not about me trying to convince you of anything. I lived climate change for fucking 12 fucking years. I lived it. I know what it is. It's real, and people are running for their lives from it. And you're fucking crazy if you don't think it's real. We're talking log cabins that have been around for fucking 150 years. They're gone now. We're talking the only thing left in old neighborhoods are the chimneys and the goddamn slabs on the ground. I've seen it. I've seen every tree in a fucking forest burned to fucking ash. The only thing standing up are the spikes of their skeletal remains. Mile after mile after mile, for as far as the eye can see. I've seen forests that have been here for years, trees that were 150 years old, died from fucking insect infestations. You can't tell me climate change isn't real,
To steer it and push it a little bit, for you to get frustrated and want to go do more research. So the argument for me on both sides is taking place. Look, I lived in LA. I looked at the sky. I looked at the clouds, and it was all black when I would drive down the 2 freeway downtown.
Climate change is real 100% IAE, so much with UNE. We must help both humans and animals from these changing climates that are results of chemicals and pollutants IAE so much. IT is real.
Thank you, Baba Fazar. Baba Fazar, where do you live in the world?
Or China, you're seeing how, of course we're having some effect on climate change. And as somebody that's in the financial industry, to say 0.23% every 10 years, that's 1.15 degrees in 50 years. Compound interest means in the next 100, 200, 300 years.
Boston, sir. From Greece originally, sir.
Yeah, okay, from Greece originally.
Can really compound into bad news, so we do need to do some research about it. I do know some politicians love to use this as a propaganda to say it's the end of the world. I also believe that rhetoric, that they're using that propaganda to get votes and put fear in the younger generation, to get younger generation to come and do videos crying, oh my gosh, this is what's going on. This is tactic that's been used for many, many years. I'm just not the one that likes to be naive. So this is my request to you. This is my request to you. For those of you guys that agree, disagree, and are neutral, you're saying, well, what is your request to this, Pat? Every time you get a climate change topic that takes place on CNN, Fox News, whatever, it's 26 minutes or it's 42 minutes and it's commercial breaks and break, okay, hold that thought, we're going to come back to you. And it's typically filled with only people that agree with each other or on this side. And it's 20 minutes. How do you and I learn about anything in 20 minutes, you know? Or you watch a documentary, the documentary's all on this side. It's an Al Gore, documentary. Or it's all on this side. It's a documentary that's a hoax. I would like to bring the scientists who are for this, the photographers that were there, those that...
You're an idiot. I don't have to hear another goddamn word you say. There's no debate to be had here. There's evidence. You can either choose to look at the evidence or you can choose to ignore the evidence. He is ignoring fucking evidence if he wants to bring all these morons. Hey man, why don't you bring the people who think the earth is flat together with all the scientists too and have a big conversation and debate about that, and we can all waste our fucking time on your bullshit content. Fuck you. You're an idiot. There's no value to your tainment whatsoever.
Huge news for Bitcoin today as we reached a critical...
Tainment. You're not tainment. You're taintment. Fuck you. Goddamn right-winger piece of shit. Fucking idiot, man. God, fucking Joe Rogan, you fucking idiot. God, there's so many fucking idiots out there. Not you, Rogan. You're a good boy. You're a beazle. And I love my beazle. I sure certainly love my beazle. You see him looking at me? He's like, what's up? Yo, bees. Yo, bees. What you got, beezle? Bees, why you beezling? Why you beezling? He's so cute when he does that. He's like, why are you talking to me? Hear what a psychologist thinks of Santos. I'll tell you what about Santos's behavior. He's a pathological liar, okay? He's diagnosed by me, okay? I could tell you Donald Trump is also a pathological liar. They're very similar. They're narcissistic, alpha fucking type A personalities. It's all about them. And they're fucking liars. Let's see what CNN says about it.
Tonight,
I'm so
House Speaker
curious.
Kevin McCarthy telling
Let's hear what the
reporters he is
psychologist
okay
says.
with
I've given you
Republican
my
George Santos
impersonation.
attending classified
My
briefings.
impression.
The full House is set to be briefed on
My
China
assessment.
tomorrow morning.
There you go.
And this comes
Let's
with
see what
Santos
this one
defending
says.
himself against attacks from Senator Mitt Romney, who told him that he didn't belong in
Let's
Congress.
smoke a bong rip.
During this tense exchange
While
just
we
before
watch
last night's
the,
State of the Union.
The news.
It's not the first time in history that I've been told to shut up and go to the back of the room, especially by people who come from a privileged background. And it's not going to be the last, and I'm never going to shut up and go to the back of the room. And I think it's reprehensible that the senator would say such a thing to me in the demeaning way he said. It wasn't very Mormon of him. That's what I can tell you.
Thinking about privilege. Well, Santos facing growing calls to resign, not because of privilege, but because of his many lies, with one of his fellow Republicans calling him a, quote, sociopath today. Eva McKend is out front.
The pathological liars.
Santos free! The spate of lies from freshman Congressman George Santos have done more than anger his constituents. It's also raising serious questions about
Megsy Williams.
why Santos constantly
Cheers.
lies.
Cheers, Megsy.
Talking about pathological
Cheers, Jim.
lying, we have a clear-cut
Baba
example
Fazal,
in the headlines
everybody that's
every
over there in
day.
the
Christian
Rumble
Hart
sphere.
is a
Cheers.
psychologist who directs the Human Deception Laboratory at Texas Women's University.
What is a pathological liar?
Someone who has a maladaptive pattern of lying. The person tends to lie excessively, so they're prolifically
Baba
lying,
Phaser.
telling the lies. Typically
Santos
cause
is
a lot
such
of
a joke.
problems in their
Cheers.
life. Problems with relationships, problems in the workplace, sometimes legal problems.
I diagnosed him as a pathological liar, and so did they. How funny is that? You guys are watching the right show.
Santos's lies that have been exposed in the months following his election include
I actually went to school on a volleyball scholarship.
My mom was a 9/11 survivor.
I'm a Latino Jew.
My grandparents survived the Holocaust.
I also founded my own nonprofit organization.
While it's still unclear what is motivating Santos's lies, psychologists like Hart say there's always a reason.
People don't lie at random. They believe there won't be repercussions for their lying. And then also they can somehow morally justify their lying.
Look,
or prove to themselves that they're still an okay
we could probably
person.
keep
I've
watching
lived an
that.
honest life. I've never been accused, sued of
Because it keeps going for 5 more minutes, but I nailed it. Look, I love you guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching my show. I'll see you later this afternoon at some point. Turn on your notifications. I'm at Nays Garden on Twitter. I will see you there. I'm at Nays Garden on Twitter. You want your notifications, get them from at Nays Garden Show on Twitter. That one will give you notifications every time I go live. But make sure you subscribe to both. See you guys on Twitter. Love y'all. Thank you. Bye.